G'day, Corbinate2000 here. Today I want to share my thoughts on the new Guardian Takedown and whether I think it's good, bad, or just needs some fixing. If you enjoy the content, then feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to the shit show that is my channel. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the new Takedown. Now, if I had to describe the Takedown in one sentence, it would be mechanically interesting and fun, with broken scaling and no worthwhile gear. What do I mean by that? Well, the Takedown has some really interesting mechanics that keep you on your toes and has you doing things that you've never really had to worry about anywhere else in this game. The first and quote-unquote least interesting thing is the platforming challenges and level design revolved around jumping around in low gravity. The low gravity alone results in you having to keep an eye on where you're going and reacting quickly when enemies bump you into the air, potentially leading to you falling to your death if you don't pay attention. The gravity and level design gives you more verticality than any other part of the game and has led to people discovering some interesting skips for the Takedown, which is quite cool actually. The next and arguably controversial mechanic involves these crystal things that you have to charge up. These things make you have to actively defend them to proceed onward, but will blow up if you don't keep them charged up or let enemies break them, which results in you restarting from your last checkpoint. This tower defense-like idea is an interesting one, as it makes you have to manage all the crystals while fighting off enemies without letting any of them blow up, which can lead to some tense but fun moments. Now granted, it can be a little annoying at times when doing this solo, as you can get overwhelmed quite easily, but I can imagine having a group of 3 or 4 and just having one person on each crystal would make things a lot easier. The boss fights are also very interesting, with the first boss making you have to jump from platform to platform between each of his immune phases to avoid an insta-kill explosion, with each phase getting more tense as less spots are safe from the explosions. However, there are 12 of these phases, which I think is overkill. But they do give you something to do between each of the immune phases, and thus you're not just waiting around for him to stop being immune, so I can let it slide. The second boss is also quite interesting, as depleting one of his health bars actually results in you teleporting to a different area and having to clear out some enemies before going back into the fight, which was really cool, but each health bar has 2 to 3 immune phases, which results in a big insta-kill explosion knocking you down if you're not hiding behind a pillar. It's a little cheap, but it's not a huge issue as long as you're paying attention. So yeah, mechanically this Takedown is very interesting and quite fun, but it's currently being held back by one thing, the health scaling. For whatever reason, the amount of health enemies have in this Takedown on Mayhem 10 is fucking stupid. I think some people actually did a check on the health values of the mob enemies, and some of them end up having more health than Grave Ward. Imagine a trash mob having more health than a bloody boss. When enemies are so tanky, it makes only 2 or 3 weapons somewhat viable. That's when you know you've fucked something up. One of the other problems revolves around the new gear that you can get in this Takedown. All of them are either weak as hell or are just meh and not worth using. This is sad, as you'd think beating this challenging Takedown would reward you with at least something good, but nope. Now thankfully Gearbox have said that they are fixing this and will be updating the health scaling, as well as some other issues with the Takedown as quickly as possible, and may already be fixed by the time this video is up. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Guardian Takedown. It's mechanically fun and interesting, but the health scaling is broken and the gear isn't worth getting. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like and subscribe button. Also comment down below what you thought of the Takedown. I'm interested to see what people think. I plan on showing off some more builds in the future once the health scaling is fixed, so be on the lookout for those. Otherwise, thank you for watching and I'll talk to you guys later.